Still suck.
Still 0.
That's perfect.
Yup, we're in there, baby. But one champion who doesn't suck is Silas, and he is the final pick of the draft here for C9.
That is actually, much more concerning. He is more susceptible to the ganks. Of course, he does still have cleanse, but could be pretty dicey. And they're going to look for a Blaze Olive.
Diplex goes in, flash into the twisted advance, Bramble smash for the first blood. But Blabber will die in response as the gravity well from a Blaze Olive's Victor
To chase him down and really punish him on the exit from that trade.
Diplex going in for the dive. Solos out a Blaze Olive.
And both those ADs were basically on perfect farm, right? There's no minions for the first minute and a half in the game. We were about 8.5 minutes into the game, and it was 86 to 81 CS, right? So they are farming nearly perfectly on that bottom side. Doing a
Revenge would have been able to find a kill there. I'm almost certain of it, but Fudge can walk it off. But now they're ready to try to turn it around back onto Revenge, who ends up having to spend his flash there. If Kenvi can get something, it'll be worthwhile. Goes over the wall, goes to the ulti, flash out from Blabber. So Summoner Spell for Summoner Spell back in mid. Diplex versus a Blaze. A Blaze getting the better of him here at the start. Diplex low. Fleshy coming around to try to help him. Diplex stealing away the Ash ult, but it won't matter. Immortals tie up the kills 2-2. Back up in the top side. Kenvi wants to get away, but Sven has given the wild growth over to Blabber. Not quite ready when they would immediately want to use it. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's not like they were immediately under pressure and Immortals were walking up as they were getting it low.
Yeah, it definitely can make a really big difference. If you're actually getting control, you spend your resources to chunk someone down, then all of a sudden they just walk into the river, grab honey fruits, walk right back. Now you're the one who's actually really being pressured, and Fudge getting very aggressive. Yeah. Flexing a bit here on Tactical, who's got to be careful.
Tactical and Fleshy both lost half HP to Fudge, and he just goes right back in looking for the kill, but he doesn't quite have the damage he needs to find it. Flashes back away as Sven keeps trying to support him, and Fudge grabs the kill on Kenvi. Now Tactical stuck in the alcove, and he's going to be the last man alive. It's a double kill over to Fudge. It's a triple kill over to Fudge. Spin that thing all the way around. A triple kill.
Out, then Tactical walks forward, starts autoing him. Maybe they were just saying, bait them in, but oh god. That one landed. That Ash ult landed.
Adios.
Throw something into the trash and then you put your hand inside it and you drop it.
And you just drop it in. I mean, hey, it still made it into the trash bin.
That's well, come on, bro. Not really, but I guess.
It's still in the bucket. Fudge gets slammed up into the wall here. Kenvi swoops in. But with Blabber ready to fire off his ulti, Immortals know they're not really going to find him here. Arrow hits from all the way down in mid lane. All right, Fleshy with a nice response. But unfortunately, no way for Immortals to follow that up. They can't engage on the Maokai when the Fed Jack is right next to him. The dive comes in. C9 brought everybody to the party, and they're still ready to keep on going. First turret falls. Blabber top lane. Diplex already using that stolen ulti. A Blaze feeling confident to run after him now with that taken care of. Uses the ulti himself. Chaos Storm will tick away onto Diplex's health bar, but unfortunately, just getting hit by both parts of the Q chunks the Blaze Olive right back with the same amount of strength. He has Kenvi nearby, so they should be able to still take the tier 1. And that will try to bring the game back a little bit closer, but for everything they take, Cloud9's looking for something else on the other side of the map. Blabber fires off the Maokai ult. Yes, it will connect onto Revenge, but it connects too late. He's too far behind his own lines. They don't want to pursue this and overcommit. Instead, they'll fall back to the tier 2, work to take that one out. Sven flashing away from the arrow of Fleshy. Minions will do enough damage to take down that tier 2. It is a
always there helping him out when he needs his lane to be fixed, and then gets that triple kill down on bot side, gets 2 kills when they look for those dives on top side. Now you can't even approach this guy. He's basically
anything but challenging right now. They're in total control of Summoner's Rift. Fudge has no fear whatsoever of anyone. The cooldowns on the abilities get pretty low as that ability haste gets stacked. It's why I wanted to bring up the point about the Frozen Heart. By the time he ends the Counter-Strike, it's only 5 seconds away from happening.
Checkmate, pretty much, in this situation here.
Yeah.
Immortals, not going to be able to answer bot, not going to be able to answer Baron. They're going to try to run down here and see if they can catch Fudge, but...
Yeah, they want to dogpile him. They realize that's about the only chance they have. Tactical pops the Sivir ulti there. With Kenvi providing the CC, Fudge is going to have... Nope. Nope. Wait, hold on. Fudge might just be able to... Never mind.
It's close.
Never mind. I thought for a second he was going to try to get all the way away, but then he just went back in instead.
This game is not about him.
Well, we've got the teleport showing up down here in bottom lane for Fudge, who will lead the charge. And there's the follow-up from Blabber for some of the CC out of the Maokai ulti. Fudge dropping the counter-strike on top of everybody, but he will be killed. Immortals are able to fall back and focus fire the Fed player on C9 and take him out. C9 still managing to achieve the force down on both the tier 3 turret as well as the inhibitor here in the bottom lane. Berserker is still alive.
It's Zeri time.
Can the Zeri find the kill? Yes, he flashes forward into the ulti. He goes on the killing spree, and he needs a little bit more. He should be able to get a point where they need a Cloud9 mistake. This game is so far out of their control now, with Soul Point being Cloud9's situation.
He's just jumping forward on you constantly here. It's a 3-second cooldown on Leap Strike. You're not getting away from this guy whatsoever.
That's a little oppressive. Immortals being forced back from the tier 3 turret here in the top lane now. Fudge stays on the front line. The counter-strike expires. He has to get back away. He barely survives it as Diplex is going to be focused next. C9, they committed. They got the tier 3.
Yeah, they're trying to get the TP at the very least from Revenge. Revenge is trying to prep his Mega Gnar, and now he's going to TP in.
Berserker gets stunned up by the Ash Arrow, but now they're ready to counterattack. Here comes Fudge, jumps in, finds the stun on 3. They've already killed the enemy jungler, they've already killed the enemy top. They're gonna stop anytime soon. Fudge keeps leading the charge, and Blaze Olive has to try to kite it out. The Ghost might be able to get him away, but the Leap Strike is once again too fast. A double kill back to Fudge, and Blabber wants to run down the last man of Immortals. Sven and Berserker come flying in over the wall, and that'll do it. 5-0. 17-5 overall, the second triple of the game for Fudge, and C9 will walk it in.
Cloud9, a really strong showing here today. Blabber, I think, played a near-perfect game, setting up his lanes for success, really enabling Fudge to get through those difficult early levels, and then Fudge just started to take over, winning those team fights, getting himself ahead, and really becoming unstoppable.
C9 bottom lane duo also both remaining deathless by the end of this one. You talked about the quiet scaling of the Zeri.
We know you're good on carries and stuff, but you're going to play Sion this game, and we're just going to play hard bot lane and just let our bot lane carry. Because, yeah, I mean, they've been showing up, you know, for this team. So
show me that crazy
around bot because it was double warded over and dry, and immediately down below, Berserker, the subject of all, ends up flashing out. First blood over to Pioshik.
And Core JJ tanks just enough tower damage. I almost thought that was going to be enough. First blood like that. He's going to go repeat number 3 here, and Blabber counter.
This time Blabber's here, the stun up, and the Aqua Prison hit this time around onto Sven. Does Blabber want to follow up with Berserker?
Okay.
Tries to get into the center of the action.
I don't think Blabber dies here, but wow, this is so good for TL. Yeah, but Sion could always ulti. I don't know if TL was just not expecting this. I mean, very easily could have used his cryo to at least like check the river, synchronize with Pioshik. Like, this is kind of what I was. Look at this, man.
The top lane experience.
Yeah.
Get us inside their minds.
Yeah, I mean, they're just having. Oh, what the heck?
Oh, Harry in the center of Sven and Diplex going in with the Grand Entry right here.
And turret plates fall because it just becomes really, really hard to deal with them. But it's like there's a dragon. I think C9's contesting.
A teleport coming in from Cloud9 and Pixel, and the ultimate from Sion as well, aiming for Sven, but Sven battle dances away, so it lands on one. Berserker goes down. Fudge is here for the fight too, but Team Liquid, they are in pursuit. They grabbed 2 players already, and with the Chaos Storm to create more distance between them and the squad, Team Liquid turned back onto the dragon.
I mean, I don't know if Summit was just smurfing there or if Berserker is trolling, because
he's trolling, dude! Time, you know, yeah, he's not smashing lane where you're like, big ego, adrenaline.
We've gotten the first dragon as well.
Yeah, probably the only mistake of the game, though, or the only even opening that they're looking back on, because they had a really clear game plan in Champ Select, and they executed on it.
A lot of times when you're looking at the Recon and beyond, you can anticipate where to drop down those Aqua Prisons, where to get those lockdowns on the carry placement. So Team Liquid now, with this pressure,
like 2.8k gold or something now. Yeah, 2.7k gold. He has this Navori's in base. Like, that was just not allowed.
Over Sven, who has to blast cone over the wall. Now Pioshik turning towards him. We got the ultimate coming out from Blabber. They get some burn onto Summit, but he is so strong, so beefy, such a big boy. And Sven completely separated by Pioshik from the rest of his team, deciding, do I circle around or do I collapse from this angle as well? Blabber getting chunked down to about 60%. The kick back here onto Summit, who flashes into the pit, and now the subject of Blabber and Fudge. The Chaos Storm way into the backline, and Diplex seeing if he can get a death ray onto Summit, but they can't finish him off just yet. Fudge is the one into dangerous territories. Hill has the ultimate to pop up when needed, but the stun, Jan goes in for it, but Fudge goes back. Pioshik up into the air, and down he goes to shut down for a Berserker. Kill onto Jan. Cloud9 trying to turn this Summit, finally getting eliminated into his dead state. Sven flashing forward to avoid the Aqua Prison from Core JJ, who has separated him off and over all the way onto the wayside of this jungle. Berserker trying to pick one up. They're taking down Team Liquid.
Really sting looking back on it.
Yeah, it might be game losing if they get this Baron. Pioshik wants to have a steal. He can't get in!
Oh my god.
Blabber secures the Baron for Cloud9.
Damage. And Jan just uses E. Like, he had cooldowns. He did not have to step up there and go for a Sion Q.
I'd say every player, one thing you never want to do, give all your HP for well, because, you know, Cassante walking around behind him to get the all-out, push him back into the rest of the team, and get him into that position. Rapid-fire cannon.
I mean, it's really smart itemization by Berserker. Like, he needs range to be able to do damage to Azir and Lucian in this game, so it's just really, really, really good itemization by him, actually.
Cloud9 finding the chance to really swing things in their favor. And for Team Liquid, yeah, this isn't as wacky a game as the EG one, but can the Hearts handle it if leads that they acquire end up getting turned against them, as Cloud9 are looking to do just that? They get the root onto one and throw the Gravity Snore under him, and the response by the Tidal Wave gets multiple knocks up, but with the mid laner eliminated from TL, they do not have the numbers advantage, and Cloud9 looking to dish it back. Berserker going out with the ultimate, gets a double kill in response. Summit in the center of them all, has to flash away, and now Team Liquid are feeling the pressure and the walls closing upon them as Cloud9 extend their gold lead and continue to pressure the tier 2 on top.
I mean, C9's team play is just so damn good. Like, I mean, most of these players coming off of winning the finals last year are stayed on the roster, and they're like, I mean, it just shows, you know, you get to see the way they team fight, the way they play together is like just, you know, a tier above a lot of other teams. So, oh, wow, okay.
Where'd Blabber go?
A little compensate. It's kind of like, you know, either gives you another opportunity to 5v5 them, but based on their tempo on the map, they would have gotten that dragon for free if Blabber was alive, for sure. So, no problem. They could just, you know, play for the Baron condition and then, you know,
That's
win the game
good
that way.
coaching talk right there. I like it. We need
Oh my, he canceled the E.
All the while, the rotation top from Cloud9, they get
ulti
Fudge.
only catches
Fudge.
Fudge looking for the angle, finds his target, and the charm attempts, but Jan Blast going away, the talent wave coming through into the narrow crevice, gets a knock up on those couples, Ben over the wall, almost dies. Now Summit in the center of them all is Ben, battle dancing rest of the team, and Fudge now in the center has used all the summoners, but ends up going down. Summit retreating from the Chaos Storm. Berserker keeping his focus onto the fish on the other side. Score JJ is one looking.
I mean, I don't think this is going to be anything.
Yep, the timing of that means the Baron's already burned for Cloud9, and they turn this with the root and the stun and more onto Summit. Harry and for JJ poke the best they can. Double stun up, double knock up, double lockdown onto Zen and the rest. Cloud9, though, still holding purple on a couple.
Yeah, I think Cloud9 just got a mind
kill, but then they get 2 kills out of it and a tower off the back. So, like, that's a
TL to win now. But they have to one-shot Xayah somehow. That's the only way.
But Cloud9.
And that's just kind of how TL counters their play. It's like, oh wow, that thing
That bar, it disappears so fast. Cloud9 going for it, the follow-up from Team Liquid, but it is Cloud9 getting the Baron. They're trying to turn it around. Fud with the root onto Summit. Does Cloud9 keep pursuing? Pioshik trying to find an angle elsewhere. Triple Aqua Prison from Core JJ, but the follow-up ain't there yet. Summit flashing over the wall. They're focusing on Yan. Yan being the squishies, Yan being the biggest damage, but Core JJ first to fall for them. It's the entirety of the bot lane. A limited Cloud9 coming out on top, wearing that purple like they love to do, and pushing down mid.
I love it when I see the AD carry leading our charge forward. Berserker front line there, Gale forces in their faces into the big ult blade caller. Cloud9 are done with this game. They're gonna look to end.
I mean, Berserker is just so damn good. And even Fudge as well, burning the Lucian flash at the start of the fight there is so huge. Lucian felt in threat. Oh, they're just killing them all, man. Look at Berserker go.
Oh yeah, Berserker going with the double and more. Pioshik manages to throw one back onto Blabber, but Ace is the place for Cloud9. All it's gonna take is a bit of clearing up of a couple turrets here around the Nexus for Cloud9 to continue the strength they have showed throughout this round robin and pull upon the dominance of years past and make a statement against Team Liquid.